Next on Gospel of Life, an interview with one of the pro-life movement's greatest allies in the U.S. Senate. Hello, I'm Reverend Frank Pavone, Director of Gospel of Life Ministries. Welcome to our program. Janet Morana, our Associate Director, and I are joined today by a very special guest, Senator Sam Brownback of Kansas, who is joining us on the telephone. Senator Brownback is really one of our strongest friends and allies in the United States Senate, really in the United States government, period. And whether it's questions of our deeply held values and convictions about life and marriage, or about global concerns for human rights, helping people in Africa or in war-torn parts of the world, wherever human life, human rights, and human dignity are in peril, you will find the voice of this leader, this Christian leader and disciple of the Lord Jesus, and a great public servant. And we're honored to have him with us today, Senator Sam Brownback. Welcome to our program.
Thank you very much, Reverend Pavone. Appreciate that greatly. And Janet, and you're overly kind with your introduction. I've just been quite blessed to be able to work on a number of topics, and unfortunately, there's no shortage of topics to work on both in the United States and around the world as we really try to carry this message forward about the dignity and the beauty of every person at every stage and every place. And the good news is we're fighting this fight. Bad news is we got a lot of fights to fight.
Isn't that true?
Well, you know, Senator, can you just tell our viewers a little bit about yourself, your family, a little bit of your background?
I'd be happy to. I was born and raised on a farm in eastern Kansas, pretty typical small farm, cattle and hogs, wheat, corn, soybeans, Milo, and it was a wonderful place to be raised, one of four. Went to K-State, KU, majored in agriculture and law, was out practicing law, taught agricultural law, then was Secretary of Agriculture, married with 5 children, been in Congress, went in 94 in the Revolution, went to the Senate in 1996, have been there since that period of time. My Lord saved me when I was a teenager, and He has been remaking me ever since. One of the great events that happened to me was I got cancer in 1995. Melanoma is relatively a simple cancer to deal with, so we caught it early. But what it really did to me and for me was it just sunk my faith in. It made me look to the end of life and realize that life here does end, and that I needed to operate with a different perspective. That I wasn't just climbing a little hill here on earth. That we need to look to the heavens. And it just made my faith real, and it's been a beautiful thing for me, and I've got a wonderful wife and family, and I am the most blessed man I know on earth.
Well, Senator, many people have impacted your life along the way, and I know that Mother Teresa of Calcutta was somebody that you greatly admired. What influence did she have on your life and on your thinking about these public policy issues?
She had a huge influence on me. I would really study her words because she had these pithy, well-turned phrases that had beautiful theology and practical application of them. She would say things like, well, I pray that my love for the poor never gets in the way of my love for the Lord. And, you know, I thought at first, well, wait a minute, we should love the poor. Well, yes, but you love the poor by loving the Lord and then Him expressing that through you. And she would I thought, an amazing person. And I got the chance to meet her about 9 months before she died, where we presented her a Congressional Gold Medal by the U.S. Congress. And she was willing to travel all the way from India to the United States then, ill, weakened, to receive it, and I really thought that was, well, for me, it was just an amazing thing that she even did that, and it very much touched my life.
Senator, I'd like to talk to you about, of course, another person that has strongly influenced all of us, President Ronald Reagan. And as you know, it's somewhat rare that a sitting president of the United States would submit a policy essay to an intellectual journal, but he did so in 1983, and the subject was abortion. He also made a special declaration 5 years after that concerning the personhood of every human being from conception to natural death. You yourself, Senator Brownback, wrote an article in 2004 that was published in the Human Life Review, and it was in reference to President Reagan's essay, which was called Abortion and the Conscience of the Nation. My question to you is, what is your message to the people of America today about the topic of abortion?
Well, first, Reagan was amazing in how supportive of abortion this nation was at the time that he published that piece. We are now a pro-life nation, but that's after 20 years later of really people, pro-life activists, really pushing and trying to talk with America about that these are children. What I think we need to do at this point in time, and what I wrote in that article, is that we need to put practice underneath our belief now. We are a pro-life nation. We do believe in life. We have now seen the impacts of abortion in this country, not just the lack of the loss of life, which has been over 40 million, but we're seeing what it's done to women, and we're seeing what it's done to families, and we're seeing what it has done to the overall society and the demographics in society, if you want to look at it even from a kind of a utilitarian crass perspective that way. And what I want to call us to do is let's pull that conscience back into us, and let's act on this, and let's do what's right, and let's have every child here that is conceived. And if people don't want that child, let's develop the networks of people that will adopt those children. And there are many, many out there who will adopt. Or if you even have a frozen embryo, there are many people out there who cannot conceive and who want to adopt that frozen embryo. Let's put feet under our belief now, and let's put laws to respect and to maintain all human life, and let's do it now.